the shooter or videographer calls and he says, hey, the truck has blown up. So my first question was, are you okay? And he said, yeah. We'll come back and pick you up after the show. But somehow we got to get that footage back to air that night.
In all my years on TDFN, I was always a defensive guy. I loved the turnover, the oski, and the don't run to the man, run through the man.
Like my shirt, I'm old school, and I can remember shooting players that went on to play pro ball like Jason Witten and Thomas and Julius Jones up in Virginia.
Getting hit on the sidelines. I've been hit 3 times during high school games, twice during college games, but on touchdown Friday night, you get hit, you pick yourself back up, check that camera, and come on back with the highlights, even though you may be limping in.
Touchdown Friday Night is sponsored by these local businesses.
And trust me, after almost 30 years, we got more stories than that. We'll need a bigger show, I can tell you. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Touchdown Friday Night, one of the largest high school football shows in Tennessee and Virginia. I'm Kenny Hawkins, along with my tag team partner, Nick Dugan. Tonight, we got 15 games on tap from Northeast Tennessee, Knoxville, and Southwest Virginia, so we're packed. So let's get this baby started with the Meade Tractor Top Tackle of the Night.
Top Tackle of the Night is brought to you by Meade Tractor.
Kenny, our top tackle tonight comes from the new turf in Jonesboro, and it's Crockett's Gabe Farrell. He's having none of this halfback dive.
The cleater.
He blows up the Cherokee back before he's even had a chance to gather his thoughts. Swallowed up in the backfield. Feels good to be home, and I'm sure that stop felt good for Farrell. He provides us with the top tackle of the night.
He said, my name is Kenny Hawkins. I'll see you all night. A team has been a thorn in the side of the Hampton Bulldogs this year, or the last few years, has been the South Greene Rebels. The last few seasons, the Bulldogs felt like they had a better team, the best team in the area, only to come up short against the Rebels. Would that trend continue tonight, or would the state's #1 ranked team snap that losing streak since 2019? Huge. I'm talking about massive rainbow over the stadium as this one kicked off. So this had to be a good sign for somebody. Please find that pot of gold for me. Hampton gets on the board first from yard 1. Levi Lunsford runs in. Bulldogs up 8-0. Second Bulldog possession, Dylan Trivett steps back to throw. He's going to be picked off by Dion Blair, though, and he's going to return it inside the 20-yard line. South Greene, they felt like they had something going.
Yeah.
But the Bulldogs, they get it right back. As the Rebels fumble, and the Bulldogs are going to jump on it and recover it, and they would take over on offense. Bulldogs on offense would capitalize later on as Lunsford, again from 1 yard out, crosses the goal line for the score. He made it at that point 16-0. And here's that score right here. Just before half, another long Bulldog drive. Lunsford, for the 3rd time, gets into the end zone to make it 22-0 at the half. He had 4 touchdowns on the night. I know a candidate for Player of the Week. Second half, after a Rebel fumble, Bulldogs Trivett hits chance points in the flat. He'll do the rest. He'll break a few tackles and then get into the end zone for the score. Hampton at this point led this contest 30-0. They look good tonight against South Greene, a team they'd lost to the last 2 years. That final, Hampton going on to win 37-0.
It was great to win against South Greene, especially. We've had a lot of tough games against them the past few years and heartbreaking games, but it feels good to win against them this time.
Coach Jenkins does a great job with the defense. You know, we never have to worry about what he's going to do. He's going to have things covered. You know, we had a lot of guys play well. You know, I just super proud of them. Just couldn't be prouder of them.
So the #1 team in the state remains unbeaten. They beat South Greene tonight 37-0. It was Cosby over North Greene 41-6. How about Cherokee and David Crockett? Crockett finally got to play their first home game on the new turf under the new lights tonight. And it was a rainy night for homecoming and the Pioneers. Crockett would take an early lead. Javion Emil takes a handoff. Watch him just bull over the defender and take it into the end zone for the score. Pioneers led 7-0. Crockett would get the ball right back. Linebacker Jacob Whaley picks off the Chiefs' pass to set up the Pioneers near midfield. Crockett was forced to punt. With the slippery conditions, it goes off the side of Jake Fox's foot. The only person there is Chief Jace Hargraves. And he is going to take it all the way for a touchdown, untouched. That would cut the lead to 7-6 as we go to the board. It was all David Crockett tonight. They went on to win by the final 41-12. Granger over Volunteer 28-7. And Daniel Boone beating CAK tonight 31-7. Nick?
And going back to Greene County, a double rainbow at South Greene here, or excuse me, in Greenville. There you go, a little double rainbow. Homecoming for the Green Devils, hosting Seymour. First possession of the game. Brady Quillen looking left, fires over the middle to Mason Laws. And you know what Laws does, Kenny? He scores long touchdowns. Usually they tell you to get
the law.
That's right. They usually tell you to get north and south, but he goes east-west, finds some room, and runs 51 yards for the score. It's 7-0 Devils. Next possession, Eagles to punt. The snap is going to slip away. Cameron Lester.
Oh.
He's all over it. Scoop and score, and in a blink, Greenville.
I like when a big man scores.
That's right. Big number 63 on the score. He leads 14-0 to the Devils. Still first quarter. Green Devils back on offense. Brady, little inside give to his brother Carson Quillen. You can forget about it. 51 yards on the scamper makes it 21-zip. 40 first quarter points. I think that'll be enough. As we go to the scoreboard, Greenville 61-zip over Seymour tonight. And a non-conference matchup on the range this evening. West Greene hosting Cloudland. Leading 21-0 is West Greene in the second quarter. Highlanders looking to get something going. Gage McKinney barreling ahead for a third down conversion.
Another player of the week right there.
Former player of the week right there. Cloudland took it nearly 9 minutes all the way down. They had a chance, 4th and goal, no time remaining after a West Greene penalty. They're still stopped on the doorstep by the Buffs defense. They hold on to that 21-zip lead at the half. In the third quarter, Buffs, the ball to Wyatt Moody, a nice little gain, gets him into Cloudland territory. Later on, Moody takes this one up the gut and just breaks the plane here. 28-0 is the lead for West Greene. They win 5 straight, Kenny. West Greene, 42-zip over Cloudland tonight. That's 4 down and still plenty more to go as we finish off games in Tennessee before we move to Southwest Virginia. But first, here's the West Greene Marching Band to help take us to break.
West Greene,